What's up, guys? It's your boy Psgint here, back with another video, and today we will be discussing Paris Saint-Germain against Saint-Étienne in this podcast. With me, we have a lot of guests. We have AM10.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's up? And we have Nia PSG.
Yo, what's up, people?
And lastly, we have Neymarinho.
What's up?
What's up? So we will maybe some people will join during the stream, but we will talk about the Paris Saint-Germain game against Saint-Étienne. So first of all, the game will be played tomorrow, 9 p.m. French time, round of 26. So 13 rounds left in Ligue 1. I mean, we're comfortable in the league, 13 points ahead of second place Marseille. How do you see this game against Saint-Étienne? Will it be a hard game, a tough game? Will it be an easy game, especially with the loss against Nantes? If somebody wanna,
Well,
I think it.
yeah,
I think it will depend on the way Saint Etienne was going to play. Like last time they played, I didn't think they were defensive. They were pretty open. But I think the biggest problem for Parisiens is going to be how hard Saint Etienne is going to play. So they might injure Messi this time. They injured Neymar last time. They injured Mbappe also. So yeah, these guys are not afraid to tackle. So
yeah,
might as well watch out for the injuries.
true. Nia PSG, how do you see this game?
Are Yeah, like he said, it's gonna be depend on them how they gonna play, but I don't think it's gonna be that hard. I think it's gonna be they're not gonna be a lot of goals, but I know it's not gonna be like super hard. It's gonna be like normal. I don't know. I see it like that.
Okay, and Neymarinho.
I think it's going to be hard because Verratti is not there. Mbappe is not there too, right?
No,
So,
Mbappe is there. I believe he will miss the next game in Ligue 1.
but how is that possible? Because aren't you supposed to miss the next playing game?
Yeah, I know, but it's weird rules, I believe, because if that was the case, Verratti, I believe, would have missed the game against Nantes, but he didn't. And from what I've read and so on,
Yeah.
Verratti will miss the next this game through yellow cards, accumulation of yellow cards, but not this game.
Well, even if Mbappe is there, I think it will still be hard because Saint Etienne is fighting for relegation. They are now 16th place with 1 point above number 20. So they're going all out. And last time they were also very dirty. The referees are all against PSG, as we know. So
Yeah.
it will be a hard game, I think.
Okay.
One
Okay.
question: is Verratti going to
Yeah.
play?
Yeah. Verratti, no.
Oh, that's a big problem because Paredes doesn't play as well.
Yeah, both of them are out for this game.
He's gonna play with Danilo. No, Herrera is also out, so Herrera, no, he's not out. Gaye and Draxler probably.
Yeah. So talking about managers, I mean, Saint-Étienne sacked their manager Claude Puel this season, with them sitting, as we said, in the relegation battle. And I mean, we have Pochettino, who should have been sacked long time ago. How do you see Pochettino? How is Pochettino coming into this game?
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Every win and every loss, no, every win actually, is just based on individual brilliance. Because
True.
Pochettino is not gonna change a lot on it. So it's gonna depend on how good the players are individually, not collectively, individually. So
Do
yeah,
you
that's my
do
assessment.
do you
I
also guys
don't
see it the same way?
I don't know what to know. I mean, he's super weird. I know he's not like super good manager, but sometimes he just make me doubt about it. Like, what are you doing? Why you play so well and then you don't do shit about it? You're so calm. Like you gotta yell. You gotta do instructions. I don't know. He's not good at all.
Um, yeah, the problem with Pochettino, I believe, is his stubbornness. Like sometimes like, especially if we talk about the three at the back. He has tried it sometimes, but hasn't sticked with it and hasn't sticked what's working best for him. I mean, even the players he's choosing, like starting with Wijnaldum, we talked about it in the last podcast. Sometimes he's starting him in the wrong position. Sometimes even when he starts him in the good position, Wijnaldum doesn't perform, and he still keeps on playing him.
Yeah, that's true. And the problem with Pochettino is, an extension what you say, he doesn't have a starting 11. Every game, it's a different one. Every game. So nobody gets used to each other, you know? Sometimes he tries something and it worked well. And then the next game, he doesn't do the exact same thing anymore.
Yeah,
So that's the problem with him. We don't know what we can expect from him going into this game.
true. It's very hard to predict his tactics, his lineup, the formation, anything because it's so unpredictable. He just does whatever he wants. He's like a kid, and it's
For
so
me,
sad that
the
yeah,
moment that I realized that Pochettino was shit is that I saw him when he put Messi as a right winger while he's 34,
yeah, from
and
the
he did it
beginning of the season.
consistently. Not only once, I think maybe 4 times at least. He put Messi on right wing. That's when I know this guy doesn't know shit.
Yeah, it took
I've
him
never.
so long to start playing Messi centrally.
Yeah, I think it was the other players like Paredes and Mbappe were talking about Messi needing the ball consistently, which means that he, instead of being on the wide side, he needs to be in the middle, in the center, to get the ball consistently to be engaged in the game and to create
Yo,
chances.
about that front three, you guys doesn't think like Mbappe, like I don't know how to explain, like Pochettino should try Mbappe on the right wing instead of Neymar or Di Maria. I don't know because in the last game when they switched positions for like a little 5 minutes, it was super cool. I don't know. I just saw them plays like with Neymar in the left wing is like his originally position. Messi in the right, he's super good at it. And but Mbappe, we never see him like with in the right wing. So when they play both Neymar and Mbappe in the left wing, that's like a there's no progression in the game. They are stuck in there because all the defenders are going that way. But when Mbappe's through the right, I don't know. I see it like another way, and it's gonna be like the super front three that we've been thinking all this season.
Mm,
See, you can't put Mbappe on the right wing because he doesn't want to. I've seen multiple quotes of his through the years where he says, "I don't like to play on the right. I want to play on the left." So he has said this, and because he has said this, you have to adjust the tactics for him because otherwise he's going to leave. You know, this
yeah,
year is crucial to keep him, so it's also crucial to keep him in his favorite position.
true, true.
Or bench him
Uh,
and put Di Maria
Another
instead.
option is that Pochettino goes back to a back of three, so that Hakimi and Nuno Mendes can play wide, and that Messi and Neymar can play a little bit more center, so they can create space for the wing backs.
Yeah, that's
Get
what I'm
that.
saying. When Hakimi or some like good right thing, like right position, like Hakimi, they always play super good because of Hakimi. They don't have somebody more like in the right side. I'm just saying that.
yeah,
Yeah, they create a lot of space indeed.
yeah. I believe like if we play a three at the back, it becomes like this. So we have the three center backs in the middle with two midfielders like shielding it, and then the wing backs work the wings, whilst Messi and Neymar stay centrally and Mbappe straight in front of them, going on those like quick runs from the passes from Neymar and Messi. And we saw that against Nantes, how dangerous Mbappe was from the passes from Neymar and Messi throughout the whole game.
Yes,
And
also
that's
the game
what,
against Madrid. Have you
yeah,
seen Messi's combination with Neymar, Verratti, and Mbappe? When they play center and they are connected with each other, they create they could create the most chances in Europe if they play the way they played against Madrid. Just more connected to each other, not too wide.
yeah. And that's like Pochettino. I mean, the problem with Pochettino as well is it takes so long for him to do an adjustment to the team. As you said before, with Messi playing at right wing, it took him so long to start playing Messi central, which is an obvious thing for any football fan. Whether you're a PSG fan or a neutral watching Paris Saint-Germain, it was so obvious. Same with three at the back. And I mean, starting to play Paredes, he didn't play Paredes like regularly until a long time. What's up, Red Devil? But yeah, so let's go and see the missing players for this game. So these are the missing players. It's Sergio Ramos, Marco Verratti, and Leandro Paredes.
Well, Ramos, we don't even have to talk about him. We need to forget about him, to be honest. Like I forget 9 out of 10 times I forget that he even plays for PSG. So let's just
Oh,
ignore him. Verratti is very important, and Paredes, I don't know about him because people say he's important, but when I see him play, I'm like, what's important about him?
yeah, but the problem is with Paredes, he's being played out of position. If you watch him at with Argentina, he plays really good, but that's because he plays a really important role in the attacking position. When you play, but now with Verratti, he's playing as a sort of central defensive midfielder,
Yeah.
while he's actually when he was at Boca Juniors in Argentina, he used to play as a more attacking wise, number 10 kind of. So I think Pochettino hasn't really reached his potential by avoiding him to play as a more of central tech midfielder, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's more the strategy that
Mm.
Pochettino has implemented that caused him to underperform.
Yo,
We got a
Under
comment from
is
yeah,
available.
continue. Who?
Herrera.
Herrera, I believe, yes, he's available. Yes,
No, he's not available. I think
isn't
I
he?
saw he wasn't.
Yeah, I
Because of
don't.
injury or what?
As far as I've seen, I've heard a report that he wasn't. I'm not sure what it was.
But if we can go more into Ramos because we got a comment from David S. Ramos is a waste of space. What do you guys think about the Ramos signing? Do you guys still have hope that in the end of the season he will shut down his haters and have great performances from for Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League and helping us go through the stages and maybe even winning the Champions League?
Man,
I don't think he will play
Ramos.
anymore, or at least not consistently anymore. Maybe 3 games, but I really don't think he's going to play.
Yeah, I don't know about him. He's in the last game I saw him. I'm a little uncomfortable with Marquinhos there because they're both used to be captains. So there's like a little tense. But Ramos plays very well. I have to say that he plays super well.
I
Instead
remember
of
one game. No, sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good. I'm done.
All right. So I remember one game where Messi had 3 assists. That game, I think, was the debut game of Ramos. That
Yeah,
game,
against Saint-Étienne.
he played really good. That game,
Right, right.
I
but yeah,
mean, the biggest thing with Ramos when I've seen him play for Paris Saint-Germain is two stuff. First of all, his aggressivity. He runs every time a counter attack comes. Either he tackles the opponent or gets the ball very quickly, stopping counter attacks because that's one of our biggest weaknesses, counter attack, if not the biggest. And the other thing is his passing.
long
So
balls.
many times, yeah, he switches the side to Hakimi on the other side, and we just become a much more dangerous side.
Well, I seem like he's a little complete, like Marquinhos instead of Kimpembe. Kimpembe is more like real center backs. He can't play any other position, but Ramos is like more complete. Sometimes I just remember he was like occupying Paredes position. He was like going a little bit front, recovering balls from the middle, from the midfield, and yeah, like you said, switching positions to the right back. So
Yeah.
he's like super complete. I don't see him like a bad singing. He's still being good.
Hmm. We go one comment. We gave up on Thiago Silva for Ramos. Sad. Uh, I mean, sometimes I don't understand both Leonardo and Nasser, especially with the Thiago Silva departure. When we could have kept him, he didn't even want a high wage or something, but we let him go.
Yeah, the problem was, I think the plan was to have Marquinhos and Kibempe as the starting ones, and they didn't want to give Thiago Silva that money for being a reserve. But as Thiago Silva proved, he is super good in a three at the back. He would have solved so many of the problems at PSG now. So yeah, the club really did a wrong thing by not giving him an extension.
True, 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 true. Um,
Yeah, I
we
want to
can move
ask
on. Yeah, yeah, of course.
um, what you guys think about Navas being the goalkeeper? Like, okay, let me give my opinion. Then you can, I don't know. I think like we are being so ungrateful with him because I don't know. I seen tweets all around like hating on him. Like I don't know why people so mad at him. Like it's just like one bad game, or I don't know. You can say, but
Yeah,
yeah, you good.
yeah, yeah. I totally agree with you. I mean, we talked about it in the stream before that a lot of people overreacted on Keylor Navas. We know he's a secondary goalkeeper, and sometimes he will play instead of Donnarumma to give Donnarumma some rest, especially after, I mean, the amazing performances he has had. And yes, he wasn't the best against Nantes, but putting a lot of blame on him, I don't think it's good, because the first chance, yes, it went through his legs, but it was a very dangerous chance in the beginning, and then the penalty. Yes, he could have done better, but still. But I believe, I mean, a lot of the hate coming towards the Paris Saint-Germain players sometimes come from Messi fans who has just started watching PSG and don't respect the PSG players at all, apart from Lionel Messi. So if
Right.
one guy has a half bad game, they will talk about him as he was the shittiest player on the pitch. But when Messi has a half decent game, they will say, "Oh my God, he's the goat. He was the best." So a lot of those comments on Navas, I believe, are from Messi fans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm a
think
couldn't.
Messi
Messi
fan.
I
was
don't really, I don't even believe that, to be honest, because Messi fans are mostly, I'm a Messi fan, are mostly concerned about how Messi plays and if he gets enough help. So
right.
goalkeeper aside, I
I
don't think
see
people.
more
I think it's
fans.
mostly real Paris Saint-Germain fans that are worried about their goalkeeper's performance.
I think I will
As far as
disagree with that.
I've seen on Twitter, the people I
Yeah,
know, the Messi fans I know, usually
Yes,
they only blame either the midfield or the finishing of
yeah,
Neymar and Mbappe.
Mbappe, yeah,
Not really the
true,
defense.
And
very
if you
true.
So where
if you
Messi
think
is
about it,
involved, that's where the criticism comes.
if you think about it, we didn't have our like defense, so why blame on him? Like we didn't have Hakimi and Nuno, or you know, they wasn't our top players, so the defense was not good. And why blame on him? And I see more like PSG fans more than Messi fans saying like Donnarumma has to play the goalkeeper always and never put Navas again because of one bad
Yeah,
game and we didn't play the good defense, or
Ishan, I've seen you want to talk. What do you want to add?
yeah. Actually, the Navas is not good with the ball, which I have noticed. So maybe due to that, some people maybe hate him, but some Messi fans also hate him, as I can say, because he's a Madrid player. Point number one, and due to some errors in the game, I think so. So overall, I think Donnarumma should be our first choice. But yeah, in League One game, I think so. We should keep Navas to give Donnarumma some rest.
True, true. I think we can move on to the next slide. So the next slide is just the league table showing that, I mean, the league right now isn't that competitive. Like we don't have a Lille like last season competing for that first place. does this mean that, I mean, Pochettino should play a bit like an easier lineup, or should they always try to play the best lineup to get the chemistry to the players?
I think he should. I mean, when I see Thilo Ketter or Bernat through the right back and some changes like that, I'm cool with it. I'm super cool because you have to play and let the other rest. So I'm not really mad at him for that. But there are people like get super mad when they don't play like Hakimi all games. Like Hakimi should be a star all games. Like it's the same as Donnarumma. Like they always have to play the top games and all games. Like you don't need them all games. Like you can change it sometimes.
Yeah. Uh, Looking at the league table, is there anything you can add on it?
Well, considering the inconsistency of Paris Saint-Germain, they play some games they play really shit against low tier teams. I think it's really important that they play with the best squad as possible, because I really think that if they keep playing 50-50 games, Marseille might make a comeback. It's still 13 points in I don't know how much games, 15. How much games is there left? Are there left?
It's the round of 26, so what is it, like 13 games left?
Yeah, 13 games. So you never know. Things can change. I would say play it as secure as you can to avoid any big mistakes, like
Mhm.
last year.
I
We got
think
a
this
comment saying,
season we have inconsistency problem with the squad
yeah,
because we have been really inconsistent in League One or in Champions League also, as you can see. So for me, the squad rotation is must, but there should be some understanding between the top tier player like Verratti or Bernat or Donnarumma or Hakimi.
mm,
So Pochettino should look at it because the main problem is that the front line is detached from the rest of the team, as I can see. The front three. They're not
yeah,
pressing as much as they should. So that thing should be looked upon.
yes, very true. We got a comment saying, I think Messi and Mbappe go very good together. I want both of them to play all games so that their chemistry increases, which also beneficial in the Champions League. Also, league isn't important at this stage because we're winning by a huge margin. Uh, Nia, do you see Marseille making a comeback and worrying PSG for the league title?
Well, no, I don't think so. Marcel can challenge us this season. But yeah, if we mess up real big, which has been a trait of Pochettino, then surely they can. But as of now, it doesn't seems to be. It doesn't look like that Marcel can challenge us.
Okay. We got a question saying, how many goals do you believe Lionel Messi will score in Uber Eats? So everyone just say a number in the remaining
For
games.
me, it depends on how the midfield plays. If Messi has to drop deep, I think he's not going to score more than 10 goals in the remaining games. But if Paredes and Verratti can come back and create, I think he can reach 20. Like he can score 20 more. I mean,
Is that in both the Champions League and Liga?
no, Liga alone. But I think it all depends on the midfield for me.
Okay.
Right.
Nia PSG.
Yeah, well, and the way Mbappe plays. Sometimes
Yeah.
Mbappe tends to be
Well,
selfish. So.
it's funny because I'm right now seeing the those like predictions lineups, and they pull Lionel Messi on the right wing again. Like, bro. And
Yeah.
so I don't know. It depends where he gonna play.
Okay. Neymarinho and Ishan.
I think so. Five goal at max because looking at the current form of Messi, he isn't really Leo Messi. He's something else because he's dropping deep. He's playing as a midfielder, so I don't think so more than five he can score.
Okay. Clan. Clan, can you hear us?
Reden die über, die reden doch über Fußballer, ne? Aber über die Fußballer, die in Paris spielen.
Wir sprechen hier keine Deutsch,
Okay.
Madame.
Neymarinho.
I think I'm pretty pessimistic. I think he will only score like two more goals or something at max. I don't
Too.
think he'll score more. So
Okay.
Yeah, the biggest problem is Messi is evolving. Like he used to be a more attacking playmaker. Now he's more of a
Yeah.
midfielder. That's crucial in the build-up. So it eventually depends on his role in the team,
Mm.
in the progressiveness, in the
well,
build-up.
I'm a Messi fan, and the problem with Messi is he's also he's quite of. It's true that the midfield is a problem at PSG, but Messi is also a problem. You can see in many games that he's not even trying to get inside the box. He's walking way too much. He's being very useless off the ball. He needs to make runs, needs to create space for himself because League 1 teams they all do park the bus and all of them also gang up on him with 4 or 5 players. He cannot just stand there, wait until he has the ball, and just pass. It doesn't work
Yeah.
in League
You know,
like
I
that.
think that's the reason why he doesn't really move, is because I think, as I've seen other players in comparison with Barcelona, where he was continuously getting the ball. Right now, I sometimes see Draxler or Danilo thinking of the shot of Messi while he has a clear chance. So what does that do psychological to on Messi? Messi thinks, well, why would I try again? They're still gonna they're either not gonna pass the ball to me, or they're gonna take a chance for themselves. They're gonna be selfish. So
No,
True.
but
it really
he's a
depends on
professional.
how far PSG players are willing to let Messi rule the attacking side.
No, but he is a professional player. He needs to create space for himself. He cannot be like this. Listen, he came as the Ballon d'Or winner. He did not come as a guy who needs the whole system only for him. That's not why PSG signed him. So he also needs to do stuff for the team. And I think he's unfairly criticized a lot of the time, especially by French media. But he's not meeting the expectation. I say that as a Messi fan, he needs to do more. He needs to do more
What
because
is he
right now
lacking in,
he's not doing
according
enough.
to you? What does he need to do more?
Like I said, he needs to create space for himself by making runs. He needs to be in the box way more. He's not in the box.
Yeah, but
Oftentimes, I see Mbappe looking for him, but he's not in the box. So how
you know what?
can
There's a reason for it. When Messi is heavily involved in the build-up, in the early build-up, I'm talking about the phase from central defensive midfielder to attacking. There's literally no midfield that can play like that. So what does Messi do? He goes deep in the midfield. What does the result in is that Messi is not able to perform inside the box. He's playing
Agree.
outside the box. So it really,
uh,
like I said before,
no,
it
that's
depends
not
on
true.
how progressive the midfield can be. If they
wait.
can't be progressive, Messi's not going to score a lot. It's easy like that.
That's a good point. So we will talk about. This is the predicted lineup that I've found. And you guys were talking that Messi would play right wing in the predicted lineup. You have seen?
I haven't
Well,
seen
like
anything.
I don't know who said, but if they said like Mbappe doesn't want or doesn't like to play right, I don't. I agree with you, and I don't think he's gonna play right. As I don't know, we'll see.
I mean, I mean, right now the PSG front three, when we have seen them playing, I wouldn't put any one of them in one position because they are so flexible and moving all the time. So sometimes Messi can be on the left, sometimes on the right, sometimes in the middle. Same with Mbappe and Neymar. So even
I don't agree with that part, but pretty much. The only player that I think can do it like super normally is Messi. The second one you see Neymar sometimes, but Neymar is either through left or right. He's no. I don't see Neymar in the middle, and I don't see Mbappe in the middle either. So it depends. I don't see them like as flexible as a lot of people say they are. Like whoever can play whoever position now. Mbappe is not alright at all. He can be really useful from their side, but he said he don't like it, so he don't gonna even try. So I don't see them like that.
mm,
Based on the midfield that I see, the midfield that's really trash, I see Wijnaldum, Kaye, and Pereira. I really expect Messi and Neymar both to drop really deep. So I
yeah,
think
yeah.
attacking wise, it's going to depend on the creative chances for Mbappe because you're not going to build up with Wijnaldum, Kaye, and Pereira, especially with Ronaldo in the attacking side. That means Messi is going to drop deep in the
Right.
midfield. That's
Neymar,
that's a guarantee. Just look tomorrow. You're gonna see Messi is going to drop deep because
that's true.
Ronaldo and Gaia cannot progress the ball, and
True.
Danilo is inconsistent.
You
Messi
always
are back.
see you always see Neymar going back through to the left side of the field. He's always coming back, like helping defending and stuff, and get the ball up there. And Messi doesn't do that, but he's always in the midfield waiting for build up to the front. So yeah,
Yeah, true.
you can do that from there.
I mean, one lucky thing we have for this game is the wing backs, because without Paredes and Verratti, our best ball progressors not playing and dead ball progressors playing, Hakimi and Mendes have a really important game going through the wings. Maybe one of Messi or Neymar drops a little bit deep and passes it to the wing, making it very hard for Saint Etienne to like compose the midfield and so on. Hakimi and Nujman's pace will be very important this game.
If the reason that I said before that tomorrow is gonna be like no super hard game is because of the defense that we're gonna have. Like if we play this defense that we're seeing right now, it's gonna be. I can assure you all that it's gonna be super fun to watch because Nuno and Hakimi are gonna be on fire. I'm telling you that. So Neymar and Messi cannot be playing on that midfield with super sure of the ball, creating a lot of chances. So that's why I'm saying that it's not gonna be super hard. Instead of the last game that we didn't have this defense.
Uh, I think Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe shouldn't start together because Neymar till 20 or 30 minute can press, but after that ran out of he runs out of stamina. But with Di Maria, we have that element of pressing, so we can connect our midfield with the with the front line. And as of now, we don't have a good ball progressor too. So I can see Messi dropping deep and
Yeah.
Mbappe and linking with each other, but still Mbappe up front and Messi dropping deep. So I can see a lot of miscommunication between the front line and the midfield. So it will be difficult with this lineup, I think so, for
I think
PSG to win.
person, I think personally, based on the midfield, I think Messi is going to drop really deep. But knowing Di Maria, he's not really heavily involved in build-ups. And with a midfield like that, you need someone who can help Messi with the build-up, even if it's not a midfielder. And in that case, I would say Neymar would be the best fitting player to help Messi with the build-up if Wijnaldum, no, actually when, because it's a certainty, when Wijnaldum, Gaia, and Pereira won't be able to do the build-up. But I understand your point on the pressing side. To a certain
Uh,
degree, I agree with you on the fact that this attack needs more pressing ability.
Yes.
Ishan, well, you got a comment towards you. So Tedle Corleone said, Ishan Rawat is an idiot. Di Maria is 34 years old. What do you have in response to that?
Tell to him that please watch PSG game against Madrid and see how much Di Maria pressed against them. And as you can see in Messi doesn't contribute in pressing even a bit. He doesn't presses. Neymar can press, but Neymar can press max to max half an hour. And Mbappe is our attack. Mbappe is our key player. So we don't want him to involve in pressing as much as we can avoid that.
I
He
think
added
Messi
that Di
changed this.
Maria was horrible against Real Madrid. Yes, Di
Yes,
Maria was
but
horrible, like finishing wise and so on, but
finishing
not
wise he was
pressing.
horrible, but he was pressing a lot.
The problem with Di Maria on the ball is he likes to take way too many risks, and he plays like really idealistic. He makes passes that are almost certain not going to do well, but he still tries them. And even after failing, he still tries to do them again. So he continuously does the same passes while knowing it's going to fail. That's the problem with Di Maria on the ball.
Part I agree Di Maria was horrible, but in the pressing part I must say he was really good.
Yeah, true.
I mean, one thing also from this game is that we shouldn't be conceding too many chances. Playing a midfield pivot of Guy and Pereira should mean that no ball should go through the midfield. If they go through the wings when Hakimi and Nun Menja are too much up the field, yes. That's possible. But Pereira and Guy should have a mission to not let any ball pass through the midfield. No player should move past them. And Wijnaldum, I mean, we talked about last time him playing in his preferred position. Is this going to be his preferred position?
No, because here he is taking Messi's space, and he cannot combine with Messi, so he's completely useless there and neutralizing Messi. Um, his best place is on the bench, to be honest. If I, like, I'm not joking. There's just nothing that he could do to make this team better, and he's only making it worse. And the best game to show it was the game against Lyon, where Messi didn't even play, but you could see how bad Wijnaldum was. He's just, it's the best thing is just to not use him, to be honest.
Okay.
Are
Anything
we
more
talking
on
about
the?
Wijnaldum?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Dunk.
trash. Absolute trash. I think in the past 5 years, I've never seen such an irrelevant player as Wijnaldum. Even worse than Langlais. Honestly,
And he's
it's
also
incredible.
back in the Netherlands. I don't know
I'm gonna
why
be
people
s-
say he's
I'm gonna
good
be
for
so
Netherlands.
mad if we start with Naldum for real.
Can I ask something?
Yeah, of course.
Why don't we start Michu or Simons or Ibembe?
Yo, listen, that's a great turning point. Because this is my predicted lineup. If I
Yeah,
was the
I
Paris Saint
know.
Germain manager, this is my predicted lineup.
Okay, that's not,
Do
yeah,
you agree with this lineup more?
yeah, even more because we should give them a chance. They're like young. They need to
Damn,
get better.
that lineup is good.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
I mean, we got one thing about Michoud and Simons. If the game I always talk about is the game against Lyon when they came on as substitutions. Yes, they come on late when other players were tired and so on. But the way they press, the way they want the ball, the way they want to create chances, it will help us so much. And they have a defensive player in Guy with them as well.
because they're hungry. They want to
Yeah,
play.
I mean, this is a perfect opportunity. We're
Yeah,
playing at 17th or 16th place table team. Why not play Michoud and Simons?
that's a perfect game for them. And I even think we should give Michu a bit more playing time. Like he could be such a great player for us.
Yeah.
I don't just get it why Nalum's gonna start. Like he doesn't do anything good. Not one good pass or dribble or pressing. Nothing good.
I just
And
saw
one
that.
thing we
Yeah,
talked about.
Herrera won't be able to for the game.
Oh, he won't. All right. One thing I talked about was we talked about was the ball progression, and Michoud and Simons both are better than Danilo and Wijnaldum at ball progression. So with Paredes and Verratti missing, it's logical to play them instead. They are pressing more. They're better with the ball. They will try to go more offensive. I mean, why not? There isn't a negative aspect to playing them. Even if we lose, even if it costs us the game, with them being not that experienced, it doesn't mean much.
Bro, yeah, that's true. That's what I'm always saying. Like, we have to try new things. If we stick with the same plan always, we're gonna keep losing at the end.
I mean, even if Pochettino thinks a little bit logically and won't play Wijnaldum in that cam position, he will probably play Draxler instead. Why?
Yeah, that's true.
Uh, and anyone want to add something on the lineup, either mine or Pochettino's predicted lineup?
Um, no, I think Gaye is good. I'm always saying that he's like pretty well. Sometimes I see him better than Paredes. So happening to him these last games, maybe he didn't play well or he didn't play enough. But yeah,
Yeah, true. Yo, by the way, before we move on, can we just appreciate my picture here? Can we just appreciate this?
Yo, the edit is fire.
No. It's no edit. It's no edit. That's that's
No,
me
I
with a
mean
beard.
the way you put it in the PowerPoint.
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks. I mean, I think that I look better than Pochettino, and I guess everyone should agree with me on that.
Yeah, you could change one player maybe. Like
Oh,
if
who?
if Pochettino wants to play Pereira, you could eventually play Ebimbe. Like if you think about that,
Yeah.
but because I think he's obsessed with him, something like that.
Man, I
Should he play
forgot about
Mbemba
it.
instead of Danilo or instead of Wijnaldum?
Wijnaldum.
I mean, Wijnaldum shouldn't. I mean, someone said that his best place is on the bench. I disagree with that. His best place is in prison. He's a fraud.
Bro.
I mean, he has taken so much money from Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Robbery. But yeah, we can move on. I mean, these were the comments when I asked who should play in the midfield three. So we have a lot of midfield, Simons. Some people were saying play Messi in the midfield role and maybe play Di Maria as an attacker.
Wow.
What do you have to say about that?
That's bold.
No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all.
Yeah, Messi as attacking midfield is going to be hard. He's not going to track back. But
Yeah,
I
if you put
but
Messi
if he
in the
has
middle,
Guy and Danilo behind him,
well, yeah, on paper he's not going to play as attacking midfielder, but based on his previous games, practically he's going to play as attacking midfielder. Messi, it's obvious. Even maybe sometimes as defensive midfielder when it's in the build-up.
Mm.
But the other midfielders, I think. Well, did you guys see Danilo's reaction to when Messi didn't press enough against Madrid?
oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
he-
saw
he-
it.
he
Well,
shouted
who the
at
hell
him.
does he think he is, Danilo? He's been utterly shit and he's going to criticize Messi.
Bruh,
But I think
how he
Gaia
played.
plays good, and maybe the Simon guy, he can play.
Yeah. But as we all know, Pochettino will play Wijnaldum or Draxler. These dead players who don't want to play for Paris Saint-Germain, who are staying at Paris Saint-Germain just for the money. There's much
Yo.
to do.
Can you put the field picture again?
lineup.
Like yours? Yeah, the lineup.
Yeah.
I wanna. What about? What you guys think? Like, if you put Messi in Simon's positions and
Okay.
Di Maria,
Mbappe striker.
Di Maria on right wing, like
Yeah, that's
those
what
four players, like Neymar, Mbappe, and Di Maria on front three, and Messi instead of Simons. Like those four.
They played like, I remember they played like that somewhere in the beginning of Ligue 1. One game.
Yeah,
I saw it. Yeah, but
with four attackers. Messi as a central attacking midfielder, but
there are two games.
That was not
I
a good game,
remember.
right?
Yeah, I remember there are two games where all of them four started. It was against Rennes, our first loss of the season when we lost 2-0 away. And the second time, I believe it was against Marseille.
Yeah.
And again, they didn't. Yeah,
it didn't
I mean,
function.
Neymar scored a goal, but was ruled offside, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So they have played twice with each other and scored and assisted 0. So I don't think that Pochettino will even try that.
Yeah. But I don't know. It depends on who played as a midfielder. If it was Paredes and Verratti who played, then yeah, it's not going to work. But if it's another midfielder, yeah, then you could try it. But it depends on who played as a midfielder those games.
Yeah. So David S said we need balance. I mean, we're playing against Saint-Etienne, so yes, balance is important. I mean, if we're going to play against Real Madrid, we were not going to do that. But against Saint-Etienne, why not just try it with Verratti and Paredes missing? I mean, this game is perfect for Pochettino to try something new with his two best midfielders missing the game. He needs to try something new instead of playing Wijnaldum.
Yeah, he could play Marquinhos in midfield.
I mean, he won't do that.
Yeah, but that would be like one option, like something new. But we all know he's not gonna do it.
Agree.
But if you like could play Kara in center back because he isn't playing that bad at center back. I think he's actually doing pretty good this season.
Yeah,
And then we will play like Gay, Marquinhos, and let's say Simons in midfield. That will be okay.
agree totally. So for me, the ones to watch for this game is Wijnaldum. Why?
It's a ghost. How
Because
can you watch that?
I mean, if he starts, yeah, I should have put in nothing.
Yeah.
If he starts, I hope this is the last game of Wijnaldum. If he puts up another shit performance, I don't want to see him on the PSG. I mean, how much shit does he need to shit on the pitch until Pochettino realizes, all right, wait, this guy maybe isn't good enough to play or start for Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful.
Yeah,
Pochettino's a terrorist.
Who
How
would
can
you put
watch-
as?
He's played several times and he still puts him as a starter. It's mind blowing, really.
I mean, Pochettino probably, after a shit Wijnaldum performance, goes on YouTube, puts up Wijnaldum compilation.
Or there's another explanation. Or Leonardo doesn't want to seem like his transfer of Wijnaldum failed, so they try to cover it up
Ooh.
by putting Wijnaldum on the pitch.
Yeah, I mean,
So the
that's
political
one.
division. And
Yeah, I mean, that's one reason why Pochettino has stayed so long for Paris Saint-Germain. He's a puppet.
yes.
They can do this. They can say to him, do that, and he will do it.
Yeah. Also, Leonardo's also a problem for your club, man. He's destroying it.
Huge problem. I mean, he is at the level of Bartomeu. I mean,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah,
Bartomeu
I can tell that.
his levels clear of anyone, but Leonardo, he is that problem because his signings, the way he's treating players, staff members, just wrong.
Yeah.
Who would you guys put as the ones to watch for this game?
For me, it's obviously Messi, but I'd like to see Neymar and Messi combination because the last time I saw that, it was really good.
Yeah, against
So
Nantes.
those are the two players I'm gonna watch. Focus on.
Yeah, against Nantes, both of them created like
A lot of
7
chances.
key passes, I believe, 7 chances, and
Yeah.
they were big chances. So if they
True.
do that against Saint-Étienne, who have conceded, I believe, the second most in Ligue 1, I believe, this season,
Yeah, probably.
shouldn't be hard. We will take a look at our oppositions. So they play at 3 at the back. Pochettino, take notes.
Take notes.
I mean, what players do you know from this side? We have Mangala, if you remember him, the Man City reject.
Holy
the flop at Man City.
No,
So
is
this
it
is
Kazri?
yeah,
He was. I think it was the first game. He was actually pretty good against us.
yeah.
Didn't even score. I think he scored.
The Kamara guy is good.
No. Bouanga scored.
Well, okay, I'm tripping then.
The number 8, Kamara is really good. At least the
Yeah.
last game I saw him play.
Like the
He
front
played pretty
three is
good.
actually pretty decent.
Mm.
They could cause us some damage if we defend shit, but the rest
Who was
of
the
it.
guy that injured Neymar? Was it the number 5?
Who injured Neymar? Yeah,
I think it
I
was number 5.
think maybe him.
Yes, that's the guy you need to watch out for the game.
He's playing on the left side, so Messi. Be
Or
careful.
Mbappe.
Be careful.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Mbappe.
Thank you, Mbappe as well.
Other players, with me being Algerian, I know Boudebouz, very skillful player, but I mean not as hardworking. So if he's gonna play as a central midfielder, we should be able to do something. And Thiob, their right wing back, he's their right midfielder. So they have a very attacking three. Three at the back formation. 2 of their like midfielders or wing back are actually center attacking midfielder and a right mid. So we should go for that left side. So Neymar, Nunmej should. I mean, Thiob, he isn't even fast. So
Even
I
Messi
believe that.
on the left side. In several
Yeah.
games, Messi tends to go to the left side and do combinations with Neymar because on the right side
Yeah.
there's nothing done.
True.
yeah, that's a side we should focus on. Like I watched Bayern and they played Coman as left wing back, and that was so bad of him. Like if you put a winger at left wing back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should like focus on that side and just press it as hell.
True. Um, Other things. I mean, this Yusuf guy, I believe he's a youngster who just came through the ranks. So not an experienced. For me, their most dangerous are their strikers, Bouanga and Khazri. I mean, Bernardone. I believe he played before at. What was it? He played before at another team, and Mbappe has scored so many goals against him. So they don't have a great keeper. Their midfield is unbalanced. Their wing backs, Kolodziak is a left back / centre back, so he isn't that fast either, but he's strong. And yeah, I mean, we should beat this team by a lot of goals, but with our finishing we've had lately, it won't happen. I don't think so. And for me, the ones to watch, as I said, from their team is Bouanga. Very dangerous. He has a very dangerous left foot, and a lot of times he has played against Paris Saint-Germain. He has actually scored. Even if you guys remember the 3-2 comeback we made against Saint-Etienne last season, Bouanga was very dangerous that game, and he scored in the latest Paris Saint-Germain Saint-Etienne game. Taking a look at Saint-Etienne, so this is them in the league table and their form. What can you take from this?
Yeah, they're pretty good at the moment. If you think about this,
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
coming back. Like it's gonna be dangerous. We just can't think.
For-
Yeah, they lost like almost every match, and like the last 4 matches they haven't lost. So we should go in that game like it's, I don't know, it's a Champions League game. They could
Yeah,
beat
I
us
mean-
easily. That's a problem.
yeah, this game is much more important for them than for us. I mean, they're
Yeah.
only 1 point ahead of Troyes, Lorient, Metz, and Bordeaux.
Yeah, of
Whilst
course. Yeah.
to climb up to Clermont, it's a lot of points. So they really need to win games right now.
Yeah, I think like they're gonna throw everything in and
They're gonna
Give
play really attackful. That's one thing I can guarantee. They need to score it, or at least tie the game to ensure their position and not to get into the relegation zone. So you can expect a pretty open game, I think, personally.
Like the Nantes game? Or would you say that was
I think
an open
even
game?
no, I think it's more open than one. So yeah, I hope it's gonna be open game because then we can see some real good attack by Paris Saint-Germain. Otherwise, we're gonna see a real boring game.
Yeah. And
I agree.
as we noted, the left side should be our main attacking outlet. Nunez, Neymar, even Messi, as you said, can go to that position.
Yeah.
And Guy and Danilo should just be stopping those counterattacks from coming close to the PSG goal. We talked about it a bit before, but we can talk about the last game. So, I mean, important stuff from the last game was Messi hat-trick of assists, Sergio Ramos debut, Bouanga scoring a goal, and of course the Neymar injury. We win the game in the end, 3-1, with 2 late goals from Di Maria and Marquinhos. What guys? What do you remember from the last game against Saint-Etienne?
It was a Messi masterclass. Ramos played really good. Marquinhos had some really good goals. I think he scored twice, right?
Yeah,
he scored twice. And yeah, the injury of Neymar was pretty bad. That's the main things I can remember of the game.
Yeah.
What I talked about in the preview is that Neymar has some like revenge to do in this game. Do you agree with that?
For sure.
Yeah, of course.
Pretty obvious, yeah.
But he shouldn't focus just on revenge. That's one problem. If
Yeah,
he
he
like
should-
thinks I should like, I don't know, do that, kick him, or just start a fight. That's
Yeah, you should
gonna
watch
be a
out. You should watch out for
No,
that.
no,
Yeah.
no. Neymar doesn't do that. Neymar, what he's gonna do instead is
He's
try
going
to
showboat.
nutmeg every
Yeah,
player,
he's
Yeah.
going showboat.
especially the one that tackle him.
Yeah, okay, that's true. But like sometimes you see it, he's just like a bomb.
Yeah, he has his arrogance tendencies.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's going to be a good game.
And one
That's
other
true.
thing is that, yeah, I definitely think so. What was and Saint-Etienne in that game took the lead, and then they got a red card. Kolodziak,
Yeah, red card.
that guy that you thought tackled Neymar. We can see the play that tackled Neymar there. Kolodziak, I believe he got a red card, which Messi assisted
Yeah, and that
Marquinhos
resulted in the
from
free
the
kick
free
of
kick.
Messi with the goal of Marquinhos.
Yeah, and
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
before that, we weren't coming close to their goal, and this was with one of our best lineups.
Mm.
So even though Saint-Étienne are, I mean, very low place in the table, it's very hard still for us to play against them.
Yeah, I think so too. It's going to depend on how the game evolves, how attackful both teams are going to willing to be playing, and maybe also how fair these teams can play. If it's going to end up like last time, yeah, it can be pretty bad. Injury
Yeah.
based, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Unpredictable. You never know.
We will end it with the predictions as usual. This is my prediction: a 2-0 win for Paris Saint-Germain. Kylian Mbappe scoring in the 34th minute, and Lionel Messi finishing the game off in the 72nd minute. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree? Do you think more goals? Do you think that we will concede? Because with the midfield of Wijnaldum, of Danilo and Guy, and Saint-Étienne not being that good at goal scoring, I think that this game we should be keeping a clean sheet.
Yeah, I think the same. Maybe 3-1. That could also be possible that Neymar also gets a goal. But I think Paris Saint-Germain is going to take this one. Or Wijnaldum is going to play shit and just going to destroy the game. That's the second option.
Yeah,
but I don't think so.
Wijnaldum is incredible at being shit. He has to be
It's
one of.
unbelievable.
He deserves a Ballon d'Or for his shit performances. I mean,
For the
I've never
opposite-
seen that
the opposite
player be
purposes.
so consistent. He's so consistent at being shit. I mean, some players are shit and then they have a beautiful game. No, Wijnaldum, he's a different player.
Wijnaldum
different
having a
beast.
good game is really rare. It's actually really weird if you think about it. He comes from Liverpool, has won the Champions League, and he puts on performance like that consistently. And I'm not even talking about good performances. This is actually amateur performances. Even worse, he doesn't even play. He really doesn't play.
Yeah. It's worse than 10 men. It's worse than 10 men with Wijnaldum.
He can better play with 10 men, so you cannot depend on that guy.
Exactly. Kian, your prediction? Who's gonna score? How's the game gonna go? Kian, are you here? All right. AM10, we can talk a bit more to end this stream soon.
Yes.
Oh, Kian, are you back?
His mic is unmuted, but I'm not sure if he's there.
Oh, wait. He came in with a different account. Wait. Let me add him. Kian? All right. But I think that Mbappe will definitely score in this game.
Yeah,
And
true.
I hope Lionel Messi gets a goal because I'm tired of the shit he gets for not scoring a goal.
Yeah, I wouldn't put my expectations so high because the midfield is it's a problem. Because I don't think you can, if the midfield is really trash as I think it's going to be, I don't think even Neymar is going to get goals or opportunities. Neymar is going to drop deep, like they're playing with 8 men. Like Messi and Neymar are playing as midfielders. Danilo, Gueye, and Wijnaldum are just ghosts, as like that. So, yeah, it's going to. Maybe they can prove us wrong, the midfield as well. I don't think so.
True. Kian, are you back? No. All right.
And
so
the finishing.
This was it.
The finishing.
Oh yeah, the finishing.
If they manage to finish,
finishing,
then Paris can win by a bigger margin.
Very true. And I think that this game should also be something they have to prove because the Real Madrid game is in 2 weeks. So I mean, I predicted a 2-0. You predicted a 3-1. So if Paris Saint-Germain play and score a lot of goals, it can really motivate us. But I still think that PSG in Ligue 1 and Champions League, it's such a different team. Such a different team.
It's like they know the necessity of winning Champions League games. but they're just
Yeah.
lazy in the Ligue 1 games.
Yeah, and that's why we should be playing the youngster, because
Yeah,
they don't care about in the league or cup or Champions League. They just want to play. They just want to play and show how good they are.
yeah. Honestly, also for the club, for the future of your club, it's really going to be important that you manage to develop your players already. Just like us, we have Gavi, Pedri, we have Nico, and all those players. We started those players early so that they become really big midfielders in the coming years.
Yeah,
And if your club manages to do that also, as well with the Simons and the Micho guy and maybe other midfielders, I can guarantee you, your midfield is not going to be trash as it is like now. It's going to be much, much better. It's going to develop. It's going to be better. And maybe you have a bigger chance in winning the Champions League in the next coming years than you had in the past 10 years. So
definitely.
starting
That's what,
youngsters is really important. It's going to be
yeah.
crucial.
And the problem is, it's not that we're just not starting the youngsters. It's who we're playing instead, the Deadwood. It's like Barcelona playing Umtiti instead of Mingueza or Araujo or Eric Garcia.
Yeah, true.
Because Umtiti is gonna leave. Umtiti is gonna leave. He has no future at the club. Same with Wijnaldum. Same with Draxler. Same with this player and this one. But we play them instead. I mean, it's just a waste of time. They don't play good. They don't have a future at the club. They have a high wage package. There's literally no reason to play them.
Play them, yeah. True.
Pochettino, he thinks outside, not just one box,
Multiple
thousands of
boxes.
boxes. Yeah, he has a parallel universe thinking. He's just more intelligent than us.
Yeah, you can say that
Extremely intelligent guy. Extremely intelligent guy.
for sure.
But yeah, AM10 and all the other people who were here before, I just want to thank you for hopping on this Paris Saint-Germain preview. We will have a review. AM10, are you available right after the game so we can have a stream talking about the game and so on?
Maybe I'll contact you on Twitter if I
We will
can.
see.
Yeah,
And do you think that would be great to have a podcast like this right
yeah,
after the
obviously,
game?
reviewing is also important feedback. It could be
Our-
crucial for evaluating a game and for the next games. So yeah, sure.
Exactly. So AM10, it was so nice having you here. Thank you, and thanks to everyone
All
else
good, man.
who joined the stream. Will there be a watch along? Yes, Tedley Corleone. I will be doing a watch along alone, and then people will join after on the live. So to everyone for watching this stream live or watching the podcast after, make sure to have a nice day. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to the best Psgint YouTube channel in the world. Put on notifications, and don't forget, as usual, allez Paris!